Hey there, thank you for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor. We're going to take a look at a bunch of trades that we've recently taken. The goal here is for you to learn and to grow and get better by seeing something that actually works. So I'm going to discuss all the trades here and go over the charts for every single one so you can see exactly what we were looking at, why we took the trade, why we took profits where we did, and so on and such forth. So I really want you to dig in, pay attention, and hopefully you're going to learn a lot. So all these trades here, the entries and the exits are all sent in real time via text message to the members here at thetradinganalyst.com. So if you want to get some of these alerts, or get all of them rather, then I highly suggest that you join the membership here after the video. So we're going to take a look at these trades here. The first one is Microsoft. We entered in on the 9th, exited on the 11th. This is a shorter term trade. A lot of our trades are longer than 3 to 5 days. Some of them last a day, some of them last 15 days, some of them last about 30 days. It just kind of depends on what we're looking at, the setup and the trade and the current market conditions. So this is Microsoft. Let's take a look at the chart. So we entered in on this day right here, okay? And the reason being is because, first and foremost, Microsoft is just, it is one of the strongest stocks in the market at this point in time. And it has been for a couple years now. So when the market is strong, Microsoft is going to be leading the way. So the key here is to play the strongest stock. So this is one of the strongest stocks in the market in a very strong market. So it just has very high likelihoods of heading higher. So again, we're in this uptrend right here. As you can see, boom, boom, boom. It's a little uptrend line. And the other reason, too, that we got long is we had this move higher and then this move lower, sideways trading, and then boom, this day right here was a big gap up and a close over the previous 2 days highs. The next thing we saw was a bunch of sideways trading after that. So when you see a bullish move higher and then you have sideways trading, all it is resting before the next move higher, okay? Oftentimes this happens. You get a move higher, it just needs to rest, and that's exactly what we're looking at. So it was resting here. We finally decided to get in on this day near the open right here, and we ended up selling a couple days later, or a few days later, right here near the high of this day right here. Again, that was a quicker trade for us, something that everyone can participate in. You had all day to get in here and all day to sell 2 days later right there. So that was a very nice trade for us. And you can see that was a 45% gain on those call options that we had. The next trade that we had was on Grub, and Grub has been very, very nice to us. We had actually 4 other previous trades just in the last month or so on Grub, and so it's been a big winner for us. It's been a big mover. We like to dip our toes in the same stocks oftentimes because oftentimes they're seeing some really nice moves, and we just get comfortable with that particular stock, and that's just what's happening here with Grub. So this is the most recent Grub trade on the 12th of July. This ended up being a day trade. Most of our trades are not day trades, but when it moves really big in one day, we tend to take profits in that one day, take our money and run. So what we had here is, first and foremost, a big move higher. And if you watch the other video we did, we actually entered in here on this gap up, ended up selling a few weeks later near the highs up here. That was a really nice trade for us. But What we're looking at now is this action over here for this trade. What we had here this is the moving average that I like to use, 21-day exponential moving average. It's just a good shorter term trend indicator, and as you can see, we came down, bounced right here, and had this nice bottoming tail on this day. So we were looking for an entry on this day. I'm sorry, not looking for an entry, but this is when we started looking for an entry, was when we came down here and we bounced right here at this support right here, if I can only get this line to work for me. Okay, so it was previous resistance here, and it turned into support there, and there, and there. Here we are, bouncing right off of it. So we wanted to look for a gap up, and we got that. So we entered near the beginning of the day. We didn't enter right here at the open. We entered on a retracement lower, so very close to the low of the day. And we're just looking for a gap fill right here, because it ended up, when it gapped down here, it created this big gap. Okay, so we needed to fill this gap where it closed. So that's where we were looking to exit here. And again, it ended up closing it in that same day. And so we ended up taking profits right near the high of the day. We entered in pretty close to the low of the day and exited pretty close to the high of the day. All those entries and exits are all sent out in real time via text message to the members here at thetradinganalyst.com, and you can get on these trades as well if you join today. So our entry was 50 cents. We exited at 125 for 150% gain. All right, not bad for a day's work. So the next trade here is SPY calls. This is another one we revisited. SPY is just a really good trader because when the market is strong, buying on dips and looking for trend ups is very smart. Last trade we had on SPY calls was 117% right there. So here's the most recent trade, SPY. Let's take a look at the chart. We've got right here, we ended up entering on this day right here on the close of this gap. So we ended up entering, you can see here, this is just a beautiful uptrend, okay? Here's just kind of a little bull flag right here that we broke out of, okay? Similar to how we did over here, similar to how we did over here, basically just different versions of bull flag. So we ended up having this sideways pattern, broke out of it this way. We wanted to see it kind of confirm a little more because it had that little topping tail. So once we got that gap up, we were looking for calls on a retracement to fill that gap. We ended up getting our entry right here and ended up closing well above our entry on this day, and we ended up selling near the high of the day at the close here the very next day for a really nice solid gain. And that was a 60, almost a 67% gain on that trade right there. And here's the next trade. We ended on the 26th of June. This is DBX calls. So I'll show you the chart right here. And the 26th was this day right here. Yep, right here. This day right here. So I'm going to kind of back up so you can see this. So we had a break over this resistance right here, right? And over here. Came to retest it right here, and I wanted to see it kind of firm up, which it did right here on this day. So once it kind of firmed up, and we got a strong bounce off of this previous resistance, which is now support, that's where we entered into that position. And that's a very simple strategy here. Break over resistance. We bought on the retest. So our risk is low, because if it traded below this support again, we're going to close out the position for a loss. Okay, and it would be a small loss. But it held over that resistance, and it headed higher, as you can see right here, and we ended up exiting right here on strength near the high of this day right here. Okay, and we want to exit on strength. And it was good that we exited, because as you can see, the big red day today happened, which would have been put us below where we exited. Okay, so it was a very nice gain here, 25% on these. I actually got filled a little bit higher than that, but the alert that I sent out was at 50 cents, but I sold them at about 52%. So 25% for that trade right there. The next trade we're going to cover is this spot trade. Okay, entered in on the 10th, exited on the 16th. So we've got a spot, and we entered in here on, I believe, this day here on the open. We ended up selling there. And first and foremost, we just got this big bullish breakout right here. And now, again, look at that 21-day moving average, bouncing off of it, great trend indicator. And we were looking for a move out of this sideways pattern right here. Okay, we got that on the gap up. Okay, we were looking for a move higher after this strong day right here. The strong day. We also had a big green volume day right here. So that was another catalyst for that we were looking for. So big green volume day, but we still wanted to see confirmation. We got that bounce we were looking for, and then we bought the open of this day right here. And again, this was on the watch list. All these trades, well, not all, but most of the trades here that we make here and send out to members at the Trading Analyst are put on a watch list ahead of time. So spot was on our radar for a couple of weeks. So members were very well prepared ahead of time for this trade. All right, so we bought on the open right here, and we ended up selling actually today near the high of the day as we broke out. We want to sell on strength with options because they're decaying over time. So that was a very nice trade. Again, a smaller win for us, almost 26% right there. So a very nice gain. The next trade I'm going to cover here is a spread trade, and this is something we do about one spread a month, something like that. So if you don't trade spreads, don't worry, that's okay. There's plenty of regular calls and puts trades that we do. So we got this back in May, all right? And the reason I'm showing you this is because I want to show you exactly what we're looking at. So back in May, we ended up getting this spread. So I'm going to show you what we were seeing. Right here. Okay. So at the time of this trade in May, the market was looking bearish. Okay. I only take bearish trades when the market is bearish. I like to trade with the market because, plain and simple, that is how you're going to have the most success. Okay, if you try to short during a strong market like what we're seeing currently right now, you're going to get ran over. But when you wait for weakness in the market and you trade weaker stocks, you're going to have a lot more success. For example, even if the market is weak, I'm not going to go and short a stock like Microsoft. Okay? Look at this. I mean, it's just so bullish. So bullish. You know, even when we had this little dip in May, you know, that's pennies, you know, considering what you can get on other stocks. And even during this when the market tanked October through December, Microsoft held up really, really well. So again, I'm just using this as an example. You don't want to short strong stocks. So as you can see, just for example, Microsoft is in a big uptrend. Okay, same time frame that we're going to look on Caterpillar. And as you can see, instead of a big strong uptrend, you've got Cat, who has been in a downtrend for a couple years. Okay, very simple stuff. So we ended up taking this position over here, and I'll show you why we took this position. So we had bearish earnings reaction, and we had a technical setup. So first and foremost, we came up to that trend line that we had gotten rejected at many times before. Okay, there. We didn't enter into puts, or I'm sorry, the bearish spread here. We waited for a break below this level, making it a false breakout. So here's that resistance, resistance, resistance. We break over that resistance there, making it a breakout. Okay? Then it becomes this becomes a false breakout once we gap below this level. So that's when we entered into this bearish call spread position. And all we needed it to do was stay below 145 right here before the expiration. Okay, we actually closed it out today. It expires later this week. But with the credit spread that we put on, all you needed to do is stay below 145. So it ended up heading much, much lower, staying below 145, and it ended up being almost 100% profit for us. We ended up closing it out today just because we closed it out for almost worthless, which if you don't know about spreads, credit spreads, you want them to get, you want to buy high and sell low, which is the opposite of just buying straight calls and puts. So we wanted to sell low. We got the spread for 150, and we ended up selling it for just 3 cents. Okay, making it almost 100% gain, 98%, and this was a large position size here. Okay, I give my size recommendations for all of the alerts. I'm not just giving you out the entry and the exit, but I'm also telling you what size I'm looking at. So the higher confidence trades will be larger position sizes. So there's a huge win. Making more money than the last 10, 15 trades that we've had alone on its own. So that was a huge win. And this is a key to profitability. A lot of people like to focus on win rate, and that's the only thing. But a lot of things that the people don't realize is that you can have a 90% win rate where you're winning 9 out of 10 trades, but you can actually lose money with a 90% win rate. And that's because if your losers are so much bigger than your winners, then those 10 trades that one trade that you're losing could be larger than any of the gains that you're making on those 9 trades combined. Okay, conversely, you can have a 10% win rate and be very profitable. If you're winning 1 trade out of 10 trades, that 1 trade, for example, this one right here, could make up for, even if all these trades that we had were losers right here, 2,000, 900, 1,000, 1,800, all that, this one trade right here would have still been greater than all these losses if those were all losses. So it's really important to pay attention to position sizing in your trades, because that is way more important than win rate, which a lot of people like to focus on. So that's all I got for these trades. Hopefully you learned a lot. I really like making these videos. If you have any questions about these trades, please let me know. If you'd like to receive these trades or trade like it in the future, I highly encourage you to sign up for the membership here at thetradinganalyst.com. Because if you bought and sold trades at the wrong time and lost money, and you're not confident about when the right time to get in or out is, then this membership is designed specifically for people just like you to turn your trading around, because you can instantly reduce your losing trades and start actually making consistent returns in the market using options, and you can do that by joining the service today. So what you're going to get when you sign up and join today, first and foremost, the easy to follow real-time trade alerts. All those trades that I discussed earlier, all those trades, both the entries and the exits, are delivered to your cell phone in real time, so you can participate in these trades whether you're at home, the office, school, gym, doesn't matter. You're going to be able to make money in the market. We find the action, you keep the profits. Here are a couple of recent trades that we had. If you remember at that time, you could have participated and made money alongside of us. The next thing you're getting access to is the real-time portfolio tracker. You got a little taste of it in the video where I showed you all of our trades here, but you're going to get access to the entire thing, which has a lot more features on it on the different section that I didn't show you. And the reason you're getting access to this is it's just my way of being 100% transparent with you. Apparently there's a lot of other services out there who don't track their trades, and they don't share those trades and results with their members or anybody else. We do get results, and we're happy to share them with you. And it's also another way for you to see and learn exactly what profitable trading looks like. You're going to see how the wins and the losses and the break-even trades all stack up together to make a profitable portfolio. The next thing you're getting access to is the professional trading watch list. And this is something that will help you prepare ahead of time for these trades. And we're not just throwing you out these alerts. About 90% of the trades that we place and take an alert to our members are put on the watch list here that you're going to get access to. So you're going to be prepared, and you're going to be able to learn and see as it's happening. You know, let's say, for example, we're looking for Google calls, and that's on the watch list for 2 weeks maybe before we actually take that trade. So you're going to be able to see exactly what we're looking at in real time, not just looking back at what happened, but you're seeing it develop as it happens. You're going to see that on the watch list. The next thing you're getting access to is the exclusive member-only videos. If you've ever wanted to get inside the head of a profitable trader, this is your opportunity to do that. Okay? I'm going to share my insights. I'm going to share my strategies and my market thoughts. You're going to know exactly what's happening in the market right now. You're going to gain more confidence in the trades that we're placing, and you're going to gain more confidence in the market and your knowledge in the market and how they move. And plain and simple, you're just going to become a better trader. The next thing you're getting access to is a bonus when you sign up today. Okay? You're going to get access to a video library, educational library, tons of video content in there, but the highlights are our Options Accelerator course. So if you've been having trouble with options, or even if you haven't been having trouble with options, it's going to be a great opportunity for you to do so because we do options the right way. And how do I know that we do options the right way? Well, plain and simple, because we make money in the market for myself and my clients. So that is something that is highly valuable to you. Another thing here, and this is definitely something that you want to get your hands on, is I teach multiple strategies that we use here at thetradinganalyst.com in these videos. So if you don't have a proven strategy and you're struggling to make money in the market, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to turn your trading around, because this strategy that we use makes money in the market consistently. Okay, so scroll down here, and the other thing here that you're going to get access to is me personally. I'm available via text, email, in the live chat that we have on the website as well. I'm happy to help you navigate the markets. So scroll down here, you're going to see everything you get when you join today, the alerts, the portfolio tracker, watch list, member videos, education library, and access to me personally for a total value of $2,395. For a limited time only, you can get access for just $787. If you break that down into a daily rate, you're paying less than a cup of coffee a day. Okay? So $787. The other thing here that I want to mention too is that the prices that you see on the website right now are only going to be available for a limited time. We are raising our prices. So the annual membership is going to be over $3,000 coming up here very soon. So click this button right here to join, and you're going to be taken to a 100% secure checkout page. All you have to do is enter in your name, your email, your phone number. Make sure there's a valid phone number that you can receive text messages on. Choose a password right here, scroll down, and enter in your billing information right here. Or if you want to check out with PayPal, you can do so by clicking that button right there and that button, and you'll be taken to PayPal's checkout page. So once you do either of those things, you're going to get instant access to the membership here at thetradinganalyst.com. Most importantly, you're getting access to these winning profitable trade alerts that are going to be sent directly to your cell phone in real time that you're going to be prepared for ahead of time with the watch list. So if you'd like to make consistent returns in the market using options, sign up today, and I'd love to see you in there, and I'd love to help you achieve your trading goals. I'll see you in there. Have a great rest of your day.